May 14th, 1916. Freddy was sent to the Somme, while Emil's regiment was quartered near a small village at the top of a hill. The village was called Vauquois. This is where the conflict had moved underground. Holed up in their trenches, the two camps dug tunnels and galleries. The underground war had begun.
Hi everyone, Gunchimp here, and welcome back to the stunning Valiant Hearts on the PS4. We're currently in a place called Vauquois. We're playing as Emil, and we've basically got to get our way through the mine. So yeah, let's do it. Now, as always, before we go any further, we should check. There's some background story on Vauquois. It's quite an important event during the First World War. It's basically when both sides decided to try and break the stalemate by tunnelling under the enemy. The idea was they'd just dig tunnels, fill it full of explosives, and blow the crap out of the enemy. But to be honest, it didn't really work. All it did was make no man's land even worse with just huge potholes. But you know, they were so desperate to try and break the stalemate that they'd try anything. As usual as well, we've got to keep our eye out for 6 collectibles. So yeah, let's hopefully get them all. So basically we're going to go find some guy who's in trouble and go help him. And then obviously we can continue. And it's pretty obvious where we've got to go because, you know, they won't let us go anywhere else. So let's dig this guy out, I guess. Do you think, Scruffy? Good dog. This dog is just the best companion in a video game ever. He's just so useful. Merci beaucoup. And obviously we're going to have to blow some crap up. Oh, be careful, Emil. Sweet. You go in there, I'll go down here. Man, someone else has got problems. Okay, he's lost his plunger, so... Okay, you got to be careful of that gas. For some reason you can't stay near it, but you can actually run past it. So if you do that, you're okay for some bizarre reason. Game logic. Oh man, that guy just took out. That was silly. And it's pretty obvious what we've got to try and do. We've got to basically blow that rickety platform so that trailer drops. Luckily there's a handily located flame. Oops. Come on, aim. I made this look so much harder than it actually is. Boom. Timber. Nice. Give the dog a stroke, what the heck. And we now have a handy little platform. So the guy we need to help is through there, but before we do that, we don't want to get too close, but oops, forgot. There we go. Come on, doggy. Come on, Scruffy, got a job for you. Go give me that collectible. Okay, let's check that weird stethoscope out. A listening device. Such listening devices, resembling giant stethoscopes, were used to listen for enemy tunnels and saps. Saps were tunnels that were built beneath enemy tunnels to make them cave in, and that's where the term sapper comes from as well. They're basically the army's version of a demolition expert. So that's pretty cool. Let's go in here. Okay, it's more puzzle time. But first things first, we just need to throw a stick of dynamite in there. You'll see why in a second. Boom. So we've got that lever now, which means our little dog can change the flow of the fire. Okay, so we're going to need to do that for the next bit. Oops, no. Why did I do that? Oops. Gotta stop rushing. Take it easy. Take it easy, there's no rush, enjoy the game. There we go. So it's pretty obvious what we've got to do. We've got a little pulley system here which moves this this kind of little basket, and we need to basically throw some dynamite into that basket and then move it over to here so that explodes the shells. But it sounds simple, but you got to use a thumbstick, and I must admit I'm not that good with it. However, before we do that, we want to get a collectible. So hopefully I can aim. Nice. So we actually want to wheel it over this side, and that will drop the collectible. So let's take a look at that. Telephone cable. Telephone cables were originally made of a single wire, but this posed serious security issues. Special divisions were created to listen into conversations. All eavesdroppers had to do was hook up to the wire and listen in, undetected. To remedy the problem, telephone engineers created a closed system with a second wire, which made eavesdropping even more complicated. So yeah, in the day, you know, it's pretty straightforward. You just had to hook up literally a handset to the cable. The problem with telephone cables were obviously in the First World War, running a cable was pretty useless because of bombardments. You know, they just cut the cables. So actually they had to resort to more dated methods, like for example flashlights or, you know, signal flags and things like that. So that's that. Let's get this in position again and go through the same whole thing again. Hopefully I won't mess it up, but you know me. Oops. Yeah, that messed up. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Let's try that again. Gotta aim it just right, and I'm not doing. Don't know why I'm making it more complicated than it has to be. Actually, let's get closer and just do that. Right, so now all I've got to do is quickly just move this basket to the far side before the dynamite goes off. There we go. Makes sense. That little dude can escape now, and then we can get over there by going into this door and get ourselves a plunger, like so. Now I've got to try and remember down here, I think. Yeah, we're just basically going to go all the way back to where we saw that guy lying next to the dynamite. And again, you've got to run here because otherwise Emil will die for some bizarre reason. So put that down, and bada boom. Another satisfied customer. Oh man, there's someone else we need to go rescue, but before we do that, let's dig up another collectible. Okay, so that's number 3, and let's check that one out. General Headquarters News Bulletin. General Headquarters produced a daily news bulletin to keep the press and soldiers informed. The bulletin soon became a propaganda tool used by generals to control the information fed to both the troops and civilians. So basically it was the lie sheet. It basically said, you know, every plan that the general had was brilliant and the soldiers were doing a great job. So that's that. Let's go see what this guy's problem is. So we still can't get through there, so we're going to have to dig our way down and round by the looks of it. Oh, and there's another collectible, so let's pick that bad boy up. Throat lozenges. A box of throat lozenges. Soldiers exposed to gas developed highly sensitive airways, so they sucked on lozenges to help soothe the pain. It's quite a simple solution to a pretty horrible problem. So that's that. Uh-oh. Oh man, so that guy either had really bad breath or the air in here is bad. Now it's quite interesting, this guy's got a canary. That was actually what miners used to use to tell if the air was bad or breathable. Because basically if the canary died, leg it out of the mine. It was that simple. But for now let's carry on a little bit. Ooh, and we've got a German trapped on a cable car, so I'm not quite sure how he managed that. But it looks like we're going to have to help him because otherwise the way is blocked. So yeah, let's go help this dude out. Again, it's going to need teamwork between us and Scruffy, so we'll lower him down. and then we keep him there while Scruffy bites through the cable. Such an epic dog, really. Now hopefully this guy's not going to be a douche. Ah, phew. You're welcome, man. Okay, let's go follow this dude. Nice. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of teamwork going on here, because we've got a shovel and he's got dynamite. So, you know, we'll make a good team, to be fair. Okay. Now we could just leave him here, but you know, he's helped us, and you know, we need to get out of here together really, so let's go help him. There you go, man. Right now we're just trying to survive. Nice. Uh-oh, a boulder, so again teamwork. It's quite nice because, to be fair, if you were in a situation like this, you know, the war would not mean anything, uniforms would not mean a thing. It's all about trying to survive. Oh nice, it even brought us to the French lines. That's pretty cool. Take care, dude. Oh, damn. Oh nice, they're gonna let me go. Yeah, you'd have to tell me twice. Thanks, man. Okay, mission accomplished, General. Ah, man. Hey, what is it with this army? Like, no one else does any work but us? You know? It's raining outside. They could have at least given us a jacket. But anyway. Down we go again, it looks like. And now obviously some of the routes that were closed off to us before are open. So there's a collectible, the final collectible's over there. It's a lantern, I think. But for now we're just going to go this way. Hopefully now they'll actually let us pass. They have. Let's get our dig on. And you can see at the top there where the Germans are. There's a wrench, that's what we need to get to. Because they have no idea what's about to happen to them. So that's where we were before, and obviously it's blocked off now. But as with the French army, we might as well grab some wine. Thank you, sir. Let's go through here, grab a collectible. Let's check that out. British identification tag, 1915. The British changed their dog tags in the course of the conflict. At the start of the war, soldiers were issued with a single aluminium disc, but because of the huge numbers of volunteers, producers and engravers could not keep pace with demand. The aluminium discs were replaced by red vulcanized asbestos fibre discs. Man, that must have been horrible. In 1916, the War Office requested the addition of a second disc to cope with the problem of unidentified corpses. So like we've seen throughout this series, as the war progressed, they basically couldn't clear the bodies fast enough. So what they used to do was leave one dog tag with the body, and usually they'd put it in the mouth of the dead soldier, so that they could find it later. And then the other dog tag, obviously, one of their colleagues would take. Which must have been a really grisly task, because most of these units were made up of friends from the same village or town. That was a complete fail. Luckily he's got a whole box of wine. There we go. So yeah, it must have been quite a grisly task. Yeah, to pick up the dog tag of your mate. Okay, Scruffy, you know what to do. Get your stealth on. He's a bit of a double agent, to be fair, Scruffy, but hey, I'm glad he's on our side. Come on, dude. Good doggy. It's like the ultimate sneak thief. Good doggy, good doggy. So now all we need to do is literally raise that cart, and this level is pretty much done. So let's go run all the way over here. And keep on going. Okay, we use the wrench in there. And before we start pushing out, let's grab the last collectible for this level. And let's take a look at that bad boy, a trench lantern. A lantern that could be folded away and stored flat in a backpack. Soldiers placed a candle inside the lantern, which protected it from the wind. It's quite a clever little invention, and also quite useful. And as you can see, we've got the medal, which means we've got all the collectibles for here. So now we can just basically have fun with the rest of it, and push this heavy ass cart to the other side of the map. Hope you guys are enjoying this series, because I must admit I am really enjoying this game a lot more than I thought I would. It's just one of those games where I just can't stop playing it, to be honest. So hopefully this series will help you and also inspire you to play this game yourself. But for now we're just pushing away. And as you can see now, there's some dynamite in place, so it kind of gives you a clue as to what they're thinking. The Germans above have no idea. Senor. Here we go. Okay. I think we got enough dynamite now. They have no idea. Bada boom. That's bringing a house down.
French officers were proud of the heavy losses inflicted on the enemy. Emile, full of anger, refused to be decorated for what he considered to be a cowardly act. Emile and Freddy were, however, happy to have saved Anna's father from Baron von Dorf's clutches. His scientific research could no longer be used to make weapons of war. Good news being few and far between, they wanted to savor this moment. But Anna had frightening news. Carl had been killed while trying to escape the POW camp. No. Upon hearing of his death, Emile became sickened with grief.